Hi guys, and I am back. It's another video with VI Life with Kelly.
Selfie zoom. 1. Stop recording video.
Okay,
Button.
and you know
Near speech off.
it wouldn't be a real video without the blessings of voiceover. Okay, so this video is going to be about, are you ready for love? Now, in previous videos, I went over the love languages, ways to increase your love life, things to consider. But this video is going to scale it back and say, are we even ready for love? Like, do we have the mindset necessary to date? Do we understand really what that is? Now, before I get started, I just finished eating lunch, guys. And so, yeah. I hope you guys had lunch. I hope it was delicious and everything and nutritious. And so, yeah. Today I have on like a dress, and I think this is by Calvin Klein. It's just a black dress that goes like right to the knee, like right above the knee. And in a little bit, I'll try to take a full picture, kind of where you guys can just see and post it on Instagram and everything. But yeah, it's just a black dress, and it's kind of weird. This is one of these dresses that you love and hate, because I don't really like that you have to do this tie up lace up thing up here, but you do. And but I like the length of it, and I like the fabric. It's just one of these nice airy, just throw it on, don't think about it anymore outfits. So yeah, it was a super good buy. I probably pulled it out of Ross. That's one of my places I like to go in real quick and grab some dresses and pay between like $7.99 and $12.99 at the most. And every now and then you could just clean up real fast and get you some everyday wear. But yeah, so anyway, I got on the Dior's again today, and that's that. Okay. So I wanted to talk about, if you're ready for love, if you're a person that thinks you are ready for love, you think you've been out here dating, you think you've been out here trying, you're very frustrated, you're annoyed, you're irritated, you're giving up, you've given up, you're tired, you're exhausted, you're blah, blah, blah. This is your video. This is going to give you answers as to what really happened, what's happening, and what your next move is going forward. Okay, so if you're looking for that kind of information, then sit back, relax, and let's get into it. So how you know you're ready for love is when you have located yourself. You can effectively put down on a piece of paper everything you want, need, desire, dream, your goals, everything. You can put down on a piece of paper, okay, this is my financial situation. This is my mental situation. Okay. This is my relationship with God. This is my viewpoint on God, how I see God. This is my viewpoint on children. This is my viewpoint on a household and how it's to be ran. This is my viewpoint on dating and how I want that to go, courting, and how that should feel and look and it be experienced. You should be able to address every single thing about yourself, and it should be easy for you to answer those questions. It should be easy for you to say yes or no. Are you gainfully employed? Yes or no. Are you a business owner who is seeing a profit, a continuous, stable profit? It should be easy for you to say, whatever your situation is, I'm a car salesman, I function off a commission, I average $5,000. This is conversations you're having to yourself, guys. You should easily be able to locate yourself financially. You should easily be able to locate yourself on what feels good to you. I want a wife or I want a husband. I want this lifestyle. I want to live in a house. I want to live in a condo. I want to live in a townhouse. I want to live in a duplex. I want it to look like this. I want it to stay within this budget. I want to drive this kind of car, that kind of car. I want to go on vacation this often. I want us to live like this. I want to go to this place of worship. I'm a Christian. I'm a Muslim. I'm a believer. I'm a Buddhist, whatever you are, and then you believe this way and you want to have this kind of active, if that's a value. Whatever's of value and the way that you know that it's a value is because it's a priority and this is what you live within regularly. Every single week you wash your car. You wash it yourself or you take it to the car wash and get it detailed. That's a value because you do it every single week. So you want to be with somebody that has the same value. So when you tell them, hey, babe, do you mind taking my car to the dealership? I have this popped up for me. I would love if you could help me out. And they're like, oh, yeah, cool. Right? Because they have that same value system. They get their car washed every week as well. They get their car detailed every week as well. Or even better, they have somebody come to the house to do it. Like, you have to be with someone that's on your same page, but you will never know what that page is if you have not located yourself. If you haven't done the work to know thyself, right? You will never be ready for love, never ready to date. You will be angry and frustrated because you don't know what your match is and you don't know when they show up and when they're not there. And you're just opening the door to everybody, which is wasting a lot of your precious energy, and it's very depleting. And you're constantly battling this thought like, well, I'm never going to find the right person because you didn't do the work. You did not do the work of knowing thyself, of locating yourself, of staying focused. That is why you are subscribed to my channel, and that is why you watch my videos, because you need answers, because you want to change your life right now, and you're tired of spinning your wheels, you're tired of being angry, and you want your life to produce the desires of your heart. And I get that. So what you have to do is you have to say, I make $60,000 a year and I want to be with someone that makes $60,000 a year as well. I want a total combined household income of $200,000 because I want to be able to purchase a home and I want to be able to send our kids to college debt free. And I want us to be able to retire in comfort and own our home and comfortably be able to live and enjoy our grandchildren. I want somebody who can worship God with me in this way. And you have to be specific. A man who prioritizes God or a woman who prioritizes God on their own. That means they have a place of worship or they're diligently seeking a place of worship, which means they're going to different churches every Sunday, online or in person. They are talking to different people. They're in different groups. They're seeking God. Yeah. If that's a value to you, and you know it's a value because you do online worship, you attend evangelist all night prayers, and you're in prayer groups, you go to prayer and worship in person, you live by faith and go to your church Sunday worship services, and you magnify God, like you're doing that thing. So you have to be equally yoked there, or you don't have a fighting chance, especially if you're a woman. Because the men in your life are your leadership. And you can disagree with it all day and night. The men in your life are your leadership. So if they do not equal to or greater than your value system, you are in a world of trouble, and so are your children. Okay, guys? So write these notes down, text them to yourself, like, share, comment, subscribe, because this video is the video that you need to understand. You need to share this knowledge. You need to focus. You need to watch this video over and over again, because the reasons why you're not successful in dating is because you haven't done the work. Now let's look. Once we've located ourselves, we can locate our match. And we can attract our match because we're vibing in the same circles. You're not ready for love because you're not ready to date. Why are you not ready to date? You're like, Be Our Life with Kelly, why am I not ready to date? Because you don't have realistic views about dating. Dating has the end goal of XYZ. Dating has a purpose. What is your goal of dating? Boom. Friendship, okay. Business partner, okay. Marriage, long-term, domestic partnership. What is your goal of dating? Write it down. Get this sheet of paper out, write that down. What is my goal of dating? Boom. Now you need to figure out, are you ready for that? Are you a friend? If your goal is friendship, are you a good friend to yourself? Write down what you believe friends do. What's a sign of a good friend? How do you equate friendship? What happens in your friendship that works for you? Then see if you check those boxes off for yourself. Oh, okay, a friend is available. They're a great confidant. They keep my secrets. They give great advice. They're available to spend time with me. They're understanding. They're comforting. Like, write all that stuff down. However you define friendship. Then come back and say, okay, am I this? Am I that? Am I this? Am I that? If you're not, if you got 10 things on that list that determine and define friendship for you, and that's your goal of dating, right? And you can only check off 3 things on that list, boom, you're not going to be successful in that realm. You're not a friend, and you're not going to attract friendship. So you're not ready to date. You're going to have to develop the other 7 things that you're requiring of another person. You're going to have to develop those skills in order to attract that person and that relationship. Okay, keep going. Okay, those who want to be married, right? Long-term relationship. Okay, are you ready for marriage? Are you a great spouse? Are you a husband? Are you a wife? What do you determine to be a great spouse, a great marriage? Write all that stuff down. Now, the first step in order to become married is having a realistic view on dating. We've already determined that dating has a purpose, right? So you have to match, what is my purpose of dating? You have to put that out there. You have to know, what is my purpose of dating? Boom. Okay, you want to be married. Guess what? Guess what goes with people who are seeking long-term relationships? Extensive interviewing. Now, all of us who attended business school, then we've had a very important class called Human Resources. My class was called Strategic Planning, Strategic Management, Human Resources. In that class, we learned how to properly put together job applications and use screening tools such as databases where we could put key terms in there, and the applicants that matched the most with those key terms. So we put 500 key terms in there in the database. The applicants that had the closest to 500, those are the ones that would be pulled. And then we needed so many of those applicants in order to finally reach however many desired hirees we wanted. So if we were looking to get 5 full-time employees and 2 part-time employees, then we knew we needed 700 applicants. And out of those 700 applicants, we needed at least 70 that matched our key terms and requirements. And out of 70 applicants, we had to do 70 interviews in order to finally get down to those 5 full-time employees and those 2 part-time employees. And even then, still knowing that it's very possible throughout the probationary period, the first 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, 120 days, it's highly probable that either A, they are not a match for us, or B, we are not a match for them, and they will conveniently fall off during training and disappear. So, thus putting us back in the cycle of human resources and looking for the next 700 applicants. Now, that's to hire somebody to work for you. Got to do the criminal background check, got to run that credit, got to verify their identity. We got to check their residential status. Are they a United States citizen? What is going on? Where have they worked? Have they worked anywhere? Who have they worked before? We got to look at those references, contact those references, personal and professional. Got to check out their social media life. Are they an embarrassment? Are they a consistent hire, meaning that the person they put on this application is that the same person that appears on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on Instagram, on Snapchat, on Kick, on all that different stuff like that. Excuse me. That's what we're going through to hire people to work. Guess what? Same process in dating. You don't like it? I understand. But some things in life don't require you to like them. A lot of things that we want, you got to put those feelings to the side. I don't like that I have to go to college for 4 years to get a bachelor's degree. Ain't got nothing to do with that. That's what you got to do to get it. Stay focused. Eat them 4 years and get that bachelor's degree. Hallelujah. I don't like that I have to sit through a 2-year, 5 days a week licensure program in order to be a chiropractor. Doesn't matter if you don't like it. Do you want to be a chiropractor? You have to realize that most things in life are going to test you, try you. They're going to take you through things. They're going to stretch you. But you have to stay focused. You have to stay focused. What is my purpose of dating? What is my goal? How valuable is my goal to me? How important is my goal to me? How bad do I want this is what we're saying here, guys. How bad do I want it? How bad do I need it? Now, in order to be the heavyweight champion of the world, in order to be the NBA champion, you're going to have to go through some battles, guys, and you're going to have to be willing to go through war. You're going to have to show up for every game of the season. You're going to have to show up for the playoffs, and you're going to have to go head to head, toe for toe, and you're going to have to go for yours. Not necessarily that you like all of that. You may not particularly like training 5 days a week, lifting weights, playing ball all day, all night. You may not particularly like them suicides, those burpees you have to do for conditioning. You may not particularly like cryotherapy and ice baths. You may not like all that. You may not like having to come in and check in with Kelly and be stressed and do some contrast therapy and do some sports psychology and talk about some things that's floating around in that mind of yours. You may not have particularly like rehabbing that knee and testing that knee and trying that knee and coming on through. You might not. That is not important, though. What is important is the goal. Staying focused. How bad do I want this? See, you may want to have dreams. I'm going to be the most important woman of music. I will have the most accolades. I will be celebrated amongst nations. Everyone will want me. I'm going to sell out concerts and arenas. I'm going to be everything. Guess what? You didn't know that profession requires that you sing all day, every day, 5 days a week. You hitting scales. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. Do, re, mi, fa, and then all that. Oh, you think the best of the best don't do scales? You think they don't have a instructor, a coach, a singing coach? You think they don't work on their sound? Come again. Research. Get on YouTube. Search your favorite artist. Things that they do to perfect their craft. It has nothing to do with whether they like it. And if I were you, I would make my mind up that I love it because it is producing the desires of my heart. And whatever I've got to do to obtain my goal, I'm going in. I'm going to do it. I'm there for it. I'm excited about it because as soon as I get all of this out the way, I'm living my dreams and the life that I love. The things that I want, need, and desire are mine forever. And all I can do is get better and better and better. The higher the level of commitment, the more that I'm into this thing and circling, bringing people into my circle that are on this same page. So if you're looking for friendship, then you have a circle of people who are great at being friends, that you respect, you admire, you like what they have going on, you listen to their advice, and you apply the knowledge. If your goal is to be married, you have a circle of successfully married people that live thriving marriages that you respect and admire. So that's when your YouTube feed is all these things on marriage and how to build the best relationships and how to understand each other and how to hear and listen and how to love and intimacy, things not to say, things to consider, things to do, things to wear, things to look like. You're going to be all into that thing. Yeah, because you've made your mind up that this is my goal. And whatever the process is that I have to endure, that is all right with me. I'm prioritizing that, and that's what's going to happen. That is what shall be done. So the mindset of a person, sorry guys, who has the goal of being married is that I am going to date, and I will be dating candidates, and I will be heavily scrutinizing these applications. Now, if you do not have an application process, you're not ready to date, and you are not ready for love. Yeah. You do not just take whatever comes your way. That's not how that works. That's not how you work. No. You should have an application process. You should know if you're a casual girl or not. Am I a casual girl? A casual girl is one who will meet up for drinks. She will casually meet up and go to the lounges, and go to the little spot where you can have music and have a beverage and an appetizer. A casual girl will meet up with you at a Starbucks or what's this place called? Caribou, Miso Cafe, these nice little cute places where you have a little dessert and a coffee. Or, a casual girl will do that with you, okay? Are you a casual girl? Cool. So, when you meet a guy and he's like, hey, you're like, yeah, I'm with that. Let's link up and let's talk. And then, but know your levels. Okay, are you not a casual girl? Are you a girl that's like, no, I need to be courted. I need him to come all in. I need him to have these boxes checked off. I need him to be comfortable with himself. I need him to enjoy being a gentleman and catering to me. I need him to like that. I need him to be anticipating things about me. So when you sit down and you have this initial conversation with a gentleman and you say, hey, how long have you been single? And they say, oh, actually, I just got out of a marriage. It was really bad. And basically, my wife didn't want to work, and I was really excited about us building something together. And, once she had the baby, then she just was not going to go back to work, and I walked away from that relationship. Okay, boom. Is that a value for you or a red flag? Is that a value? Is this something you can do? Hold on, guys, because let me see.
Speech on. One. Selfie zoom. Zoomed in. Centered.
Okay, there we go.
Speech off.
Okay, guys, sorry, I had to get repositioned a little bit more comfortable. But is that a red flag for you, or is that a value for you? Are you a person that says, yes, actually, I like that. I do want to build with my man. I don't want to have any more children, or even if I do have children, I have the support system where I can go back to work or continue what we have going on. I have the lifestyle that allows me to continue building and bringing in income. And I like the idea of us bringing in income together and expanding our horizons. Cool. But it could be a situation where no, that's not what you want. That's not what you're interested in. That's not how you envisioned your life. But you have to get your application together. You have to decide what works for you and what does not work for you. how your life, the life you envision, you have to translate that and communicate that and require that at point A. If you want a man who is seasoned, maybe up 15 years your senior, getting ready to retire or retired already, you want a man that has adult children, not looking to have any more children, or maybe have one more child with you. If you're looking for a man who values family and loves to cook and loves to host and loves to go out and go boating and go fishing, you need to know what your man and what your woman looks like, what your life together feels like. You need to locate yourself so that you can locate your significant other. And then you need to do the work of knowing what that life looks like. And then when you go forward in your dating, right? Your dating has a purpose, right? It has a goal. Then you will be successful in love. And that's how you know that you're ready for love, because you know exactly what you're looking for. You know where you're about. You know where you are, right? You possess the qualities that you're desiring. So you're attracting that, right? You're a magnet. You're attracting who you are, right? You're requiring a minimum, a standard of where you are or greater, right? Right. So you can't be frustrated if you spend a lot of your time talking about this, all the negative things that have happened to you, but you didn't do any of the things I've talked about. Then it's time for you to regroup and start fresh. It's time for you to cleanse and detox and let go of all the baggage, all the wrongs of the world, all the wrongs that have occurred with, all of that. It's time for you to release all of that, okay? And then accept, okay, it is what it is. I didn't know better. I know better now, so I'm doing better now. I'm going to locate myself. I'm going to do the work. I'm going to do my worksheet. I'm going to put together my application process. And when I'm talking to men going forward, now I will be able to say, hi, how are you? Wonderful. Well, what is your goal in dating? Do you mind sharing with me your purpose in dating? And they ask you, like, what does that mean? Like, what's your goal? You know what I mean? Like, are you just looking for friendship, marriage? What would make you happy? See, if that person can't answer those questions, next, because they're not ready. If they can't simply tell you what their goal is, what their purpose for dating is, what they see with you, best case scenario, what would you like to happen with us? They can't tell you that answer right there. Next. Now, when they do give you your answer, if you don't remember, look at your paper. If your paper says you want to be married and they say friendship, next. See, I'm helping y'all save a lot of time because a lot of us don't have no more time to waste. If you 30 plus years old, you don't have any more time to waste going on idle dates and wasting months and years trying to see. No. Okay, guys? So look at your paper. You should have a very good detailed application process. And the first level and first layer to that application process, question number 1. What is your purpose? Don't spend all that la time on the phone anymore, ladies and gents. All of that, oh, how was your day? What did you eat for lunch? What did you do? What are you doing later? How was your weekend? Oh, do you have any brothers and sisters? How's your mom? You gonna do anything for Mother's Day? Oh, what are you doing for dinner? Did you celebrate Cinco de Mayo? Get out of here, guys. No, and no. No, we are not doing that. We have no time for all that fra-la-la conversation. What we do have time for is to get to the nitty-gritty. Yeah, we're going to get to the business. And the business is, so what is your purpose in dating me? Like, what period. With or without me. What is your goal or purpose in dating? Oh, okay, you want to be married. Okay, I feel that. I want to be married too. Have you ever been married before? Get in it. Get in it. Taste and see that it is good. The proof is in the pudding. Get you a spoon. Yeah, get a spoonful, please, and thank you. So, have you ever been married before? Oh, wow, okay. How is that? What do you think about that? Like, are you good on marriage going forward? Like, what do you think? They should clearly be able to tell you what their feelings are about marriage. And if they hit you with, wow, I really don't want to talk about this, or, oh, wow, you just get into it, huh? Like, absolutely, this is my life. You know what I mean? I'm at the point in my life where I don't waste time. I value people's time, and I value my own time. And, what's important is that you have what you need, and I definitely have what I need. And so it's just like, I don't need any free lunches or free dinners. It's not free for me. You get where I'm coming from. So definitely, if you're not comfortable with any of my questions, like, I need these answers. So, maybe we should talk another time, or, good luck. It's no problem. There's no problem. Because God has more. This is what you need to understand. In your dating process, God has more. And be thankful when people exit stage left. Get out the way. Yeah, be thankful when it's 2 minutes versus 2 years. 2 months. You up here with the fra la la conversation? No, thank you, sir. No, ma'am, no, sir. I understand. I respect you. And if you're not ready, I totally get that. Thank you for your time. Get off the phone. Click. Don't text. They're going to text you because they're going to be shocked that you got done. They're going to be shocked. They'll text right away. Boom. What? Dang. Wow. So it's just like that? Wow. So do you always jump to conclude? They're trying to twist you up. Confuse you. No, we are not confused. You don't even got to answer that. You can leave that right there on red. You don't have to answer it. But if you do want to answer it, something good to say would be, oh no, I took you at your word, sir. You told me that you weren't ready, and I respect you enough to understand that. Boom, leave it there. Don't pick it back up. Don't coddle a man. No, he said what he meant. He meant what he said. So you mean what you say, woman. Walk your ground. Period. Right. So, going forward, when you do your application process, when you're talking, you do not forget what is your purpose and goal of dating, and what that man or woman looks like, what they speak like, what they act like, what their value systems will be for themselves. So when you ask those questions, so wow, what is marriage like for you? So now y'all got past those questions. So now, what would a healthy marriage be like for you? Like, tell me what would be ideal. If you could pick in your dreams, what would this marriage be like? Bow. That's an easy question. For somebody that's ready, that is a super easy question. All they're going to tell you is, well, for me, a healthy marriage would look like me and my spouse working together as a team. That my wife would be open to having another child or two. I still would like to have a son, or I only have one child, or I've never been able to have a relationship where I could have a child. So I still want to do that. I would like someone who, embraces my family. I'm a big family person. We have a church that I've been going to. I would love for us to find our own church, or, that she would be open and receptive to attending my family church with me. Blah, blah, blah. They should be able to free flow on what this marriage looks like, what this friendship looks like, so that you can locate, okay, let me think. Okay, the things I said I value in my marriage, it was like 12 things on that list. Boom. He just hit off the first 7. This is looking good. Great. Now, the last 5, don't leave those off the conversation. That's where you pick up the ball. Okay, he hit off the first 7, perfect. Now you pick it up. Okay, so what would the finances look like? I hear you on the day-to-day relationships, on our spiritual relationship, God, our families. I hear you on that. I'm with you on having more children. That's wonderful. So what would ideal financial relationship be like? Because that's one of the number one reasons why relationships fail. So let's just get that out there. And he should have no issue. Bow. Well, I feel like she was working and maintaining herself before I met her, so she should be able to work and maintain herself after. Boom! If you're not ready for that, sit that cup of tea down. You see that? If he tell you something like that and that's not your flavor, we need to call that waiter over and ask for excuse me, I ordered the Merlot. I think this is the Hennessy. Can you run that back for me? Sometimes it's so bad, you just get up and leave. You don't want nothing. You don't want a second chance, right? Pay attention. Do not let somebody play. That's what he said. We have no emotions. We're not bothered. This is penalty-free conversation. This is allowing a person to give you their truth so that you can make a real decision, because y'all both were honest. We're not upset. We're not, angered. We're not evoked into emotion. No, because God has more for us. You don't need to be upset. You're out with a nice gentleman. Y'all are having a peaceful interaction. You're having a mature conversation. Hear what he has to say. Respect him. Prayerfully, he'll hear what you have to say and respect you. If he doesn't, exit stage left. We're too pretty. We're too pretty to be bothered. This is the introduction. Why are you upset about people that don't pay your bills and they're not a factor right now? They don't do anything to you at this time. Right now, you're losing because you're spending your valuable time that you cannot get back on the possibility of this interview coming out well, right? And that's a mindset you have to go into too. You have to have the mindset that me dating with the purpose of achieving my goal means that I'm going to have to spend XYZ amounts of time in order to execute. So you have to go into dating like, okay, dating is going to require me to talk to possibly 700 different applicants for me to find that one. And that's going to take up 5 hours of my time each week of me heavily scrutinizing these applications. I'm going to have to talk to at least 5 men a week for a few years or not. I'm gonna have to talk. It depends on your determination level. You might say, no, I'm gonna dedicate 4 days a week to this thing because I got to have me a husband by the end of this year. So you might say, I'm getting mentally prepared to talk to 5 men every day until I meet the right one. And I'm going to go down these applications and I'm going to get my answers and I'm going to keep it moving. But if you don't have the heart, spirit, soul, and mind of that, you're not ready for love. You're not ready to date, because that is the truth. That is what it takes to meet that quality applicant, to meet that quality person that they're living the life that you value. They are your match. You have to go into this thing locating yourself, know thyself, do your worksheet, bow. What is my purpose of dating? What is my goal? Bow. Am I a friend? Am I an excellent wife? Am I a husband? Am I a Psalms 112 man? Boom. Write all that stuff down. Sorry, guys. You write all that stuff down. Bow. If you can't check off the majority of that list, you're not ready. You're not going to attract that person. The one you desire, the relationship you desire, you're not going to attract it because you're not that. You're not going to attract what you're not. You can't give what you don't have. If you do not possess peace, love, joy, if you do not possess intelligence, education, if you do not possess experience, it's not enough to just want it, you all. It's not enough. You have to be it. If you're not sweet and sincere, okay, why you think you about to get a conniver too? You about to get somebody that plays the role too. Until you develop those things within yourself, okay? Genuinely. If you don't have a genuine and sincere love for God, and you genuinely, sincerely passionate about your relationship with God, intentional, if you're not a great parent, if you're not a person that really cleans your house, keep your house clean, all these things you want, right? You're not going to attract it, and you're not going to keep it. And a lot of people will argue right now. No, I know a lot of people that got great spouses and they're terrifying. Yeah, but for how long? And is that the marriage and the relationship that you want? Because we got to check the quality, right? Oh, I know this girl that ain't about nothing and her man is la 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 la. Okay. Well, is he happy? Does he cheat? Is he going to leave her soon? How long this been going on? You got to check the quality, guys. Do not be deceived. So be what you desire, right? Do the work, locate yourself, right? Heavily scrutinize your applicants, right? Have the mindset that it's going to take due diligence. It's going to take this much commitment for me to finally connect with the right person. I'm going to need to move in certain circles. I'm going to need to have certain relationships. In order to yield this person I'm looking to have in my life for this reason, whatever your reason is, I'm going to have to do the work to position myself, to make the time to get this done. I'm going to have to put myself on this many online dating platforms. I'm going to have to put myself in this many social circles. I'm going to have to bring myself to this many single dating groups. I'm going to have to have this many positive relationships. Like whatever it is, you have to do it. You have to do the work, and you have to be prepared to do the work. You have to be prepared. You can't get upset. Oh my gosh, I just talked to 17 guys this week and not a single one. That's a part of the process. You're getting closer. Thankfully, you didn't have to go out with 17 of them. Now, that's miserable right there. Go on 17 days. We stuck on 17 dates with guys you not. Oh no, it ain't no way. Oh no, not again. It ain't no way. Oh, and sitting up there for 2 hours and stuff, doing the snake, trying to make sure he don't accidentally kiss you or touch your thigh and crap. Trying to be polite and laugh it off when he tries to grab your arm. You're like, don't touch me. Then they're in their feelings like, well, why did you stay up here and spend up $150 for dinner if you don't want me to touch you? No, dinner has nothing to do with you touching me. Well, had you heavily scrutinized the applicant before you agree to have dinner, you have already known he's touchy-feely and feeling entitled when he spends his money. And that a first date for him means green light, whereas for you, it's a yellow light. So are you, after listening to all of this, are you ready to date? Do you understand your purpose for dating? Do you know what your goal is for dating? You answered the question. Are you ready for love? Because it's work. It is not easy. It's not going to fall into your lap. It's not going to be, ooh, we just happen to be in love. No, you're going to have to know yourself. And yes, I am an advocate of love at first sight. Yes, I do believe you can meet somebody and get engaged in 2 weeks and elope in 30 days. I do believe in all of that. But those people know themselves very well. And their energy is strong. It is fierce. And they are pulling into their sphere exactly what they believe. And that is why they're able to be successful. Those people, I call them beasts, because they capitalize in every realm, in every arena. They're successful in business. They're successful on every platform because they know themselves. Unapologetically, they ain't worried about what you think or feel. You're a non-factor because you are not what they want. You're not what they need. You're not what they desire. You are not on the list. You did not make the cut. You can't apply. You need not apply to their program. And that's what you have to be, cold-blooded. That's what you have to be. If you're going to be successful at dating, at retaining relationships that you desire, friendships, marriage, whatever this thing is that you decide is called love for you, and you want to keep it past the honeymoon phase, past the ooey gooey, I like what I see, ooey gooey. No. If you want to keep it, then you will continue to invest in yourself. You will continue to stand up for what you want and believe. You will continue to require and demand it out of your significant other, and they will continue to produce it, and you all will continue in this thing called love. And dating will never stop. It never ends, by the way. Just because you got your friend, guess what? The very things it took to get your friend is what it's going to take to keep your friend. And just because you got your husband finally, and you finally got your wife, you better keep doing, and you better increase, and you better continue to grow, and you better continue to evolve. You better continue, or you will lose it. You will lose it, and you will be angry and frustrated and wondering why, and lost and confused why. What happened? You are what happened. You are the continuous one. You're the reason. So because you did not prepare to win, and because you did not prepare to stay the champion, you didn't condition yourself, then, hey, you're not ready to love. You're not ready for love. You're not ready to date. So definitely watch this video over and over again. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Leave me in the comments below things that you've learned, things that were eye-opening for you. Let me know where you're at. If you have any questions, if you want to sign up for a one-on-one positive psychology session coaching with me, you can email me. All the information is in the description box below. Definitely follow me on Instagram at VI Life with Kelly, you guys. I love doing these videos, and I just love where this is going, this journey. Please remember that every single thing you do concerning VI Life with Kelly, every single donation, every single time you share my videos, you are helping our dream and our goals of opening up centers worldwide for visually impaired and the impaired community as a whole, to provide training, education, and accessibility so that persons with impairment can live the best lives they imagine for themselves, and they can live their purpose and align themselves with their goals. Okay, guys? So I appreciate you. If you're looking to do a large donation, you can email me and I can send you a sponsorship link where you can donate and receive your documents for your tax write-offs. If you are doing a quick communion, like, hey, I don't have time for that, I just want a Cash App, you can always send donations via Cash App, which is $ Kelly Bragg, and that's KELLIB as in Bravo RAGG, like the apple cider vinegar. Okay, guys, have an amazing day. And I will see you very soon in the next one.
Speech on. Selfie Zoom. Stop recording video.